Hi everybody, it's Kate from Katie Did. After a couple days of moping around because the river was flooded and I couldn't go down to the beaches, I realized that there are plenty of rocks on this land and I don't have to be at the river. I'm out here at the Hammond Valley Block Management area. They've been doing an awful lot of digging, and so I'm checking out the roads and the gravel piles, and I'm just seeing what we can find. So come along. So many beautiful rocks. So there is just a ton of gravel that has been dug up here. They're redoing the road. And so I'm just going to scout around and see if I can spot anything good. This is a beautiful piece of agatized wood. Oh, it's a nice chunk. So agatized wood has kind of a higher silica content, and so it polishes up much nicer. And we'll get a good close-up picture of that so that you can enjoy it as much as I do. This is the reason that the road is all dug up. They're putting in what I'm assuming is an irrigation pipe. Well, I haven't found any agates yet, but it's not because there isn't an abundance of rocks. So I'm just going to keep looking and enjoying this wind-free area because I'm down in a ditch. And I'll bring you back if I find something good. These aren't very big, but I thought I'd show you how they are just lying on the top of the rocks here and just saying, "Pick me up, look how clear and beautiful I am." Nice. This one looks like a possibility. It's harder when they're so dirty and there's no river next to it, but that is a nice little agate nodule. I'll take it. Here is a beautiful piece of banded chert. Chert and jasper, basically the same mineral. Some have different colors. The jasper tends to be brighter. I'm calling this chert instead of jasper simply because it's sort of a more earth tone, but it's a nice hard material and should polish up beautifully if I put it in the tumbler or something. So what that means is if I slab this and it has stripes on it, it'll be like instantly pretty. I almost overlooked this one because it's so greenish, but that is in fact an agate. And it actually has quite a bit of dendrites in it as well, so yay! So even though I think that all of this land is block management land, and I could easily go under the fence and continue along, I think I'll go back up and head back along the road, see what I find there, and then take the car and get a little farther along. So this has been really good so far. I'm really liking it. So these are what they call septarian nodules, and they've got lines of quartzite or quartz that fill up the cracks, and they're often filled with fossils. I'm not going to mess with them right now, but perhaps some other time I will find some of these and break them open and see if we can. Be cautious of when you're walking on freshly excavated soil is to remember that it's probably quite loose and quite soft. I have been kind of sinking down to my ankles along the top here, and that surprised me as I was walking, and then I'm like, oh yeah, right. So just a warning. Another little word of warning as you're out in the springtime looking along the grass and looking for rocks is to keep your eye out. Make sure you know where you're stepping. The snakes are probably getting awake at this time of year, and they might be a little dumb from their winter sleep, and they might bite you by accident if you step on them. So definitely be careful about where you step. These are those septarian nodules we were looking at. There were some down lower, so I thought, well, since they're all broken, I'll see if there's anything worth looking at. This one really looks like it's probably just filled with cracks and quartz. I don't see anything too interesting. Kind of cool quartz though. Yeah, I don't see any indication of fossils, but there's definitely a nice quartz layer there. This is interesting. I may have to get the car and back it up and get this, because this looks like some kind of bone. It doesn't look like the regular quartz. And while we don't have dinosaurs in this area, there were whales. So I suppose there could have been, you know, this could be some whale bone, or it could be some kind of prehistoric mammal or something. Or it could just be some kind of different rock that has inserted itself into the crack. So I'm gonna have to take that one home and look at it closer. The blue of this piece that attracted me. I believe it's a piece of common opal that's mixed with some kind of jasper. I've only just started noticing and picking up common opal. I haven't done anything with it as far as polishing or anything like that, but I think this piece might be a real possibility. I love the bluish sheen on that. It's mostly opalization, but it has some quartz crystals on the bottom, so it could be very pretty. And it's an agate, so I'm not going to leave it behind. And look at this little piece of petrified wood. Not the smallest I've found, but it's pretty cool. Well, here is a septarian nodule that might actually be cuttable. It looks like the material that it's cementing together is very hard mudstone, but maybe the quartz actually gives it enough stability that I can slice it. We'll give it a try. So this is private land with block management access. So we're going to be hunting the road here for a little while, and we'll head back to the car and head up so we can go hiking in the hills without having to worry about whether we're in the right place or not. Well, that's interesting. Maybe not so interesting. Look at that, it's even got a little bit of red on there. This is a beautiful piece of agatized wood, maybe jasperized even. It's got some red on it like jasper. Interesting. This is a piece of agatized wood that I stopped and looked at, and it's got some cool agate patterns in it. But then right next to it, maybe this is a piece of the same broken piece. I don't know. Huh. That's pretty cool. I don't know if that's the same, if that's also agatized wood or if that's just an actual piece of agate. But it is pretty. Even though it doesn't sound like the road is a very lovely place to hunt, people have been very friendly, waved to me as they went past. And there are all kinds of beautiful hills and birds singing. It's still a pretty nice day. And if I stop to look down, sometimes I find an agate. Wow, this is a really pretty jaspagate. It's got the agate material and jasper, different colors of jasper and some quartz in the middle. Ooh, I'm looking forward to this one. I really don't know what this is. I thought it might be a piece of petrified wood, but then when I picked it up, it had all these other kind of broken things in it, filled with quartz. This looks like it's filled with a little bit softer material. It's very hard, agate-y kind of stuff. Well, nothing for it, has to come home with me. This area seems to be very, very rich in petrified wood or agatized wood. This is just a nice chunk. Into the backpack it goes. I almost walked right past this because it was a big chunk of jasper, and it's fairly large, and so I don't necessarily want to carry it. But then I realized that the car is like 100 feet down the road, and I turned it over, washed it off, and it has all kinds of agate type material mixed in. I don't know for sure, but I think this is going to be really something. And then right next to it here is just a nice little piece of agate. This road was good. My backpack is getting just a little bit full. It's a good thing that car is so close. This one is not necessarily a Montana agate, but it has all those beautiful fortifications that I like to see, and some nice quartz. So coming home with me. So I don't believe this is really what I was hoping it is, but it's so big and kind of leathery. I wanted to stop and wash it off. Looks like another jaspagate. And some jasper there. Let's see what the other side looks like. Well, I think once again, because I'm so close to the car, I'm going to bring that back. Well, that was really fun. Who knew that an old ditch and an old gravel road would have so much treasure? I'm very, very happy. I hope you are all well and safe. This is Kate from Katey Did. Keep on doing.